the rules.
I'm just gonna be honest, and if you guys have an answer, I would really like to hear it. I'm being serious in this. Is this game isn't exactly
All right, so here we are. You just heard some introductions from the other folks. So Gamer Grandpa allowed us into his live stream while we're playing, and he's a homie of mine, so this is fun. Us YouTubers have to stick together, and he's doing a great job with his channel and making a lot of headway. So we're watching his live stream as we talk through this on the Discord. Now, I don't know what this is going to look like for you guys whenever you're watching this back, because I've already been able to determine that there is a lag in the voice between it. Hopefully, it doesn't come out that way on the camera. But anyway, let's enjoy. Let's see what comes about here. You know, as they say in Canada, a boot. You've heard me talk about it so many times. Here I am editing, and I'm about to throw it in. Moo-topup.com. You can also find them on Discord. That's where they do their business. Check out the links in the description for Moo-topup. Save yourself some money on your mobile games. Last Z, especially. Again, I'll say it. I know you've seen this before. If you follow the channel, a $100 pack is about $80, which means you save 20. Well, guess what you could do with that 20 that you saved? You could buy a $20 pack that's also discounted. How about them apples, right? Check them out. Links in the description. We'll see you guys later. Right? Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens. Let's get this going. Let's see what Gamer Grandpa does on his EB.
Get it. So
See, I look at those things as a one-time investment where it's like, you know, the license, the looting, the vehicle license. Like, if you have a farm and you're going to use it all the time, like for point scoring or whatever the case may be, like, yeah, I can see buying those because it's just you're playing it for the long term and you're playing it consistently. So that just makes sense. But the other part where it's like, for example, like let's say I'll pick on the bullet game because that's what we have right now, right? Let's say you spend enough on both accounts to get to level 100. Why would you not just get to level 200 on your fucking main account? Like, do you see what I'm trying to say? Like that kind of shit.
Wait, Grandpa, do you allow the fuck word to be said on your channel?
I do. It's generally I give it a little while, but we've been live for almost an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my bad. By the way, I didn't think of that with your channel, Grandpa. I know Swade's. I'm okay except for like certain small things.
Mine's the 3-minute mark. You can say F bombs. You know, I didn't know where your mark was. So
Ducky's awake.
Yeah, just well, like you get my point back to what I was saying, right? Like,
Ducky is one of the best fighters I've seen in the game. Like, that dude does not give up. I watched him blow up every damn base in our mud one time by his damn self, except for 3.
Yo, yeah. I just had a crazy idea. Like, you know the soccer game that we have going on right now?
Yeah,
like this little soccer event?
Because that's what I've been doing since I've been playing the gameless. I've been betting on the
I gotta hit up Pekka over in MNI. His win rate on this is 72%.
That's all right.
That motherfucker, if we start playing parlays and talking to this guy, like, watch out, Power of One.
All I'm going to say is put your money on Turkey right now. They're about to dominate Paraguay. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, but this guy literally is over 70% win ratio, and this thing's been going on for
that's
what?
Pretty good.
I'm over 70%
so far.
I'm over.
Yeah, of course.
I'm at like
that
85.
Also means he's only made like 3 bets and hit 2 of them. So
no, because this guy's also top ranked in the amount of points too.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's what I'm getting at. He is ranked.
Grandpa.
He's ranked number 3rd.
Actually, never mind. I got it. I'm gonna send.
What I'm getting at though is his cheese. If we just played the money line on these, and have somebody like him
Soccer is completely different. You can't play the money line because there's so many ties.
Oh, really? You can't just. Oh, see, I don't gamble on fucking soccer.
Yeah.
You can't play the money line. You can't play the money line. The money line looks good, but the money line also screwed me over last week. Like
Well,
Brazil was favored
I,
by like 5x, and
I,
I bet on Brazil to win, but they
when they
tied,
tied,
and so it's
they saw.
automatic. Yeah,
And then I
like
think who the hell was it? It was I'm trying to think. Geez, it was Canada. I think that they were the underdogs in it, and they ended up winning 6-0.
Canada.
Yeah, against Qatar or whatever the fuck it's called,
No,
like the
you're
purple white
tripping.
flag place.
You're tripping.
I'm gonna tell. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna tell you what the score was.
I'm just telling you, my fucks are low on all of it. I don't follow American football or the other football, so like I don't give a
Yeah,
shit either
they
way.
won. They won yesterday, 6-0 against Qatar.
Right.
That's pretty good.
We are polluting his live stream. Grandpa, you got to have more commentary.
Most of the time I just really ask the guys to ask questions, and they're like, "Yeah." Most of the time, or I'm going through what I'm doing, but
But the
yeah.
reason I'm saying this is that I mean it is tying back into the game because this is I will say this is an extremely long event for this fucking game. It's until
That's right.
And
literally
I
the
was
World Cup is
surprised that the
done.
store part of it, that shooter event, was only a couple of days. It was only a week.
No, what I think, this is my personal opinion. I think because of how long this is, there's going to be intermediate events where the shooter may come back, but it may give, like we just had the polar bear and the little beatbox aura. You know what I'm talking about that you can get for your
So
base beatbox aura. What I'm
that
trying
will
to
be
say
the case.
is,
It might be a different event, but it won't be a shooter event.
yeah, but no, what I'm thinking is this, and then yeah, give me your opinions after. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm not that crazed yet. But anyways, is what I think they may do, and I think this would be cool if they did it. Is I didn't have that beatbox aura. Some people didn't have the fucking polar bear, right? Is maybe because of how long this event is that they'll keep redoing the event, but they'll change what's in the store. So maybe next time it's the dragon pieces for the super dragon fucking the super dragon looking skin for the base, and maybe it'll be something like, oh, this is the very first skin you could have got for Eve or whatever. That's being re-released. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then change up the store with stuff where guys can be like, hey, I didn't get this during this event. They're re-releasing it. And then maybe the next one would be something like the T-Rex. Like they may release that as a re-release, the T-Rex skin. That would be cool if they did that. I mean, one of your guys' thoughts on it, because I feel and there's a lot of FOMO in this game. I will say that too. A lot of fear of missing out. And sometimes people just miss out on stuff, and it gives them the chance to have that extra character skin that they didn't have because, I don't know, they're on vacation, or, you know what I mean, they had an event before, they bought some stuff, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Personal
Oh yeah.
circumstance.
Like the dragon. That's why I
So as
bought the
far as
dragon.
items go, I think you're right. I think we're in that re-release cycle from stuff that came out in the last 9-10 months. As far as what we'll do, I do know that they already said that the shooter event and therefore the bullet currency will not come back out. People who had leftovers who missed spending them in the store, support was reopening the shop for
The
them
shop.
individually to spend it because it's
Oh,
not
that was cool.
so yeah, I thought that was really cool because some guys had like several $100s worth of bullets because they misread because the shop ended and the event, but the event is like 30 days long, so they didn't.
Yeah, and they got confused thinking that it would be all throughout that time. I mean, what about the coins then too? I mean, if they're like, if you have leftover coins, if you're allowed to keep them, that says to me that they're going to reopen that shop, maybe just with because this game loves doing it, is they'll just have a different reskinned fucking mini game for that week.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do hope that they would do something like that with the shop, where it's like, hey, here's a couple things that you would need or that you want to get. And by the way, hey, now you can get the dragon skin and some of those pieces as a re-release. Then the next time, hey, now you can get the T-Rex skin and the little dinosaur statues. I'm really big on the statues, by the way. I am really, really big on people getting them. I tell them to get that before the character skins.
Well, one's easier to get than the other, dude.
No, I don't know, because for this one statue cost 3,000 coins in the shop. The character skin cost 5,000 coins. It's not like it was 3,000 and 30,000. You know what I mean? Like the beatbox over was 30,000 coins.
Well,
what I'm getting at is you get more for less. You get more out of that statue for less coins than getting that character skin. That's
Sure.
my opinion.
Oh, you're talking about season relativity. Okay, no, yeah, I would have done. I got the statue over the outfit. Yeah, for this season.
Yeah,
I'm saying
because
in
once
general, like think about the free to play guy, right? That has his free tickets for the villa, can go in and buy an outfit that gives plus 300 attack for 30 tickets in the beginning. You know, it's a little different story. But yeah, no, I understand where you're going.
Yeah. Overall utility, the statue's better. But the thing is if you miss the statue, I missed the one mini game. I'm gonna ask them actually if they're gonna release the statue because it's pissing me off. I don't have the super chip fucking statue. I missed that.
Oh, yeah, that's been a long time.
Yeah, and I didn't play the event. I didn't even know what the fucking event was. The point I'm getting at is,
I believe it was when they dropped the components.
yeah. What sucks for me, what sucks for me is that how the fuck do I ever get that again? Like, I don't give a shit about the skins because I can keep upgrading that statue for additional percentage attack and defense with those universal shards. But I need to unlock it first before I can use those.
So, Grandpa, how'd your interview with Titan go? Was that Titan from server 15 or Titan from whatever his new server
That was
is?
Big Titan.
Yeah, 170, which he's both, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's 170. Yeah, it was.
I thought that was a good question you asked him about what's the one thing that a player should focus on? Equipment, and he's like, it's all about the lab. I thought that was perfect because I think that's really valuable info, and I believe in that. So,
okay,
yeah,
I would like to poke some holes in that. Because you have to understand when you spend $1 million on the game or even $110,000 on the game, that's relative. That lab is important, but it's not the most important in my opinion, because like I'm sitting here probably 10 grand into the
What
game.
is your opinion then? What is your opinion on the most important building? I'm curious.
It's not the most
He's like me. He's about to tell you.
Yeah. So my opinion on the buildings are they're a little bit conjoined with your heroes and your equipment. So it's going to be your formations or your faction buildings, and it's going to be your wall, and it's going to be your military center. That's pretty much the ones you go for first if you're low spender free to play. But yeah, I get it. I get what he's saying. If it's your lab, get that up, so you've got what you need to make the best out of your badges while you're there. And that with the what's it called? Hold on. I have the game up. I do. Am I talking about it's not it's a bookstore. So that's a good building to get up as well, along with your villa.
The bookstore.
That's a decent reduction in your research speed, man.
Well, and what I have found out is that it really all matters. right? To some
Oh,
degree.
Grandpa.
It's like you can sit here and you can focus on power cores and get your hero up, but if your lab is way behind, you're going to miss out on a lot. You're going to miss out.
There's
Miss out
a
on
guy in
reward.
our server
Yeah.
with that who has 4 and 5 core things, but his lab power is like 26 million.
Right.
And
Or
like my
tank.
fleet's more than
Yeah.
like my fleet is like double the power of his because my tech and tank is just a lot better. But like literally, like guy just got T10s last season.
How does he get
But
36 million lab power?
What's up? No, he had like 26 million, like overall 26 million power for his lab, which is
tech power.
like that's
tech power. I got you.
yeah, tech power. That's what I'm saying. And like that's good, but for a guy who has weapons on 5 full rings filled, that's not good. Like it's good, but it's not good relative to what else he has.
Yeah.
And like I even told him flat out, I'm like, dude, like just don't even bother with bullet day if you're buying shit on that. Just stop everything and then 1 week just go insane on that lucky discounter and get like 800,000 badges and you'll be way better off.
Yeah, well, my thought on that really is first you need to what kind of spender are you? If you are a Kraken, it doesn't matter. You'll buy everything anyways. I spend a lot, but I don't have the luxury of dropping like 5K on every event, every week, every month. I don't have that luxury.
And if pick your battles. My thing is everything has to. You have to grow and balance in this game to a degree because if you're walking around with a Destroyer EX and T9, like you're just gonna get your ass thrown all over the place.
Exactly.
Like you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. I notice people chase the vehicle the most because of the skin. And then they have like they literally don't even have Peace Shield researched like fully, but yet they're running around with a Destroyer.
Yeah, or you got a Destroyer, but it's sitting at 14 million power because there's no.
Yeah, and I love that because I'll just smash that thing up.
Level 7. I mean, yeah.
And there's like, and sometimes you got to pick and choose. Like right now, they have this bullet game. They also have the little mythic thingy. I want to get the mythic thing. I'm not going to be really playing bullet too much as a result.
Yeah,
but
that's fair. But
rocks and the red gear, and red gear are worth way more than those cores to me because I have my F3s at 2 rings. Go ahead.
They are.
So
they are. You're on the upper echelon of your account, right? So I try to pander to the the reasonability, if that's even a word, to the folks that are not on that echelon. So let's talk to those guys.
I won't say that.
It's grandpa's stream that we're on. By the way, Grandpa, I'm recording this too. I'm going to throw this out there for the folks.
Cool.
We'll just share, some hits back and forth on it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's man.
But here's the thing: when I said the mythic thing, like you're thinking the cores, maybe better at the person or not the cores, the pulse boxes to make the actual gear itself.
Yeah, you can't get those for free.
The point I'm getting at those is you may be better off. Like let's say you're going to spend $50, just make it very easy. Let's say you're going to spend $50. You may be better off just playing the flip game, even though you're not getting the pulse boxes. Just get those fucking stones.
Yes,
because those stones are valuable in and of themselves as well.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Titan in 36C about this last week. He was actually teasing me because I haven't fallen for the mythic trap yet. I've got 2 pieces of mythic gear, and I can't justify $800 on a single piece of gear. That just seems silly when I can buy a ton of badges or a ton of cores, regular cores, or whatever else. Like that $800 could much better be allocated to something that's gonna help like all of my formations.
And
so
go ahead.
That's just my thoughts. I think the mythic thing is a trap for like the big spenders, and unfortunately it's capturing some of the medium spenders in something that is super FOMO, because originally we all remember when mythic came out, it was super limited, and now we're getting it like every other week, every event.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I noticed I notice it's about every month in addition to these random events. But no offense, I think you missed the point I was trying to make to Suede is that mythic thing. Yeah, it drops, the pulse boxes, the very last reward. But you're banking a shitload of alloy. You're banking universal speed ups now, which is way better than when they just gave research speed ups. So you're banking those. You're banking rocks, which are the most valuable in the event, and you're also snagging some power cores as well. So even if you're not, and then the progression gives you rocks as well. So don't discount it too much, because depending on, even if you're like a medium player, you getting those rocks, boosting it even one time, it allows them to score on building day, which is hard to score on. And it also gives them the very first time plus 10% of that gear's stats towards that hero. You spread that out amongst a bunch of heroes, and your hero's getting a 50% boost from that gear, from each of their gears on their attack net. It's going to raise your fleet a lot.
It does.
A lot of guys that I'm under right now, that I'm under and not as strong as, I'm being honest, my biggest issue is because my dumbass for over 3 months didn't realize that you can refresh with diamonds bounties to make them all gold. And gold bounties each drop 1 stone. You add that up over the course of 3 months, fucking shitload of stones I missed.
Don't feel
Over the
bad,
course
Johnny.
of
I was in the
1
same
week,
boat. I just learned that too, like 2 weeks ago. So
over
I'm
the
with
course
you.
of 1 week, you'll have enough to at least bring something to level 1. Much less level 2.
You're gonna get at least, if you're able to hit every single gold bounty a week, you're hitting at a minimum 50 stones.
Yeah.
And that's enough to upgrade 1 item, and you have 20 left over. So in 3 weeks, you can do 5 items that you can boost by 10%.
Sure.
And then the next time it goes to 30, then 50. And when each of your items, like let's say they're like 3 to 4 rings, they're giving plus 50% additional stats.
So credit
a lot.
where credit's due on my part. I started hoarding the diamonds in my warehouse thanks to the other podcast that we did, which was what was that? What did we name that? Diamonds, fuel, and something else. Whatever. It's in the playlist. But I started hoarding them, made a huge difference. I'm sitting at 105K diamonds right now, and all I spent them on was events. And I have not bought any packs that had diamonds in it. I have been free to play for 3 months, and I have bought nothing that pertains to that. It's just coming from playing the game, as a quote unquote free to play player, which, sorry, Grandpa, on your video, edit this out. But on my video, this is going to be another, it's going to be a video. Like I'm going to tell you guys, I've experienced the free to play thing, and I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I did to make do with it. But anyway, I get what Johnny's saying. Definitely use your diamonds on the damn bounty missions. You should have a metric shit ton of the truck missions tickets that you can make sure that you're getting purple and gold every time with good stuff, either fragments
Oh, and
or
you can buy those in the shop now too, and I didn't realize that until I randomly saw them.
yeah,
Those truck tickets as well, in case
yeah,
the players don't know that.
yeah,
Comes in handy for the low spend, free to play that they want to dispatch the trucks on like tech day to get the points.
sure. Yeah, man. There's a lot to be learned out there that people are just taking for granted, and they're thinking, oh no, these whales are just buying packs. Well, they're not. They're gaming the game. That's what the game's for. You got a game. The game's not
I am
just
all
about
about
your
that
tank.
daily buy, that the dailies that you can do.
Oh, yeah.
Must buy. I am all about that. I live on that.
Yeah, that $4.99 one, or is that the 99
No,
cent?
the daily must buy. So it's all the
Yeah.
$4.99, they progressively get higher. Like I'll buy the
Oh, yeah.
decoration deal every single day. I'll buy the first 2 forging stone packs.
Mhm.
And then like the resource packs are the big ones, because you hit 2K diamonds on on just the second pack instead of having to wait for
I wrote a whole guide on how to get the most diamonds out of the
So
the,
you guys
the
did a
day.
early podcast, Johnny with Suede, and that's where I found that out, and I've been using that religiously. So
The only update to it would be is the stones as well. Ironically, give 2,000 for 10.
yeah,
It's everything gives double except for the books. The very first buy, then it gives double for the following for the second buy. It is food, wood, gold, electricity, and stones.
nice.
And I mean, if anything, I stopped buying resources months ago. I'm one of those guys that, in the depths of season 4, I'm still searching for piss people in my server to loot. So sorry
Hey,
for
Grandpa,
that one. But
Yeah, buddy.
did you just
like, you
have
can
to
buy
buy fuel, or did you just pull it out of your warehouse?
I always buy the first 2 packs, the 199 and the 299,
I was gonna say,
based on your video.
well, I was gonna say, like, if you have it stored in your warehouse, just
Yeah.
unleash it and just store it in your ready to go.
but why? And this is the only reason I point this out and ask why is you don't want to dump all your diamonds into, like, use them all out of your warehouse and keep them in your wallet. You want to keep them in the warehouse.
Fuel's
Why would the
different.
reverse logic? Yeah, but then that's what I'm getting at. Why is it different that it's reverse?
Okay, well,
So
for
let me answer that, Suede. So for
Uh,
me, the reason I don't like that is on both sides. Is one of them is you still get free fuel over time, so you're literally burning fuel if you're not hitting 0. That's the first part. Second part, like for me, like for SVS, I'll dump like 500 fuel right into my gas tank right off the bat, so I'm not like having to drag to a HQ and then, oh shit, I'm out of fuel, so having to click all the buttons to panic to reload.
But
That's
that's
that's what I do.
that's the point of the getting the 100 and 150 each day. I agree with, actually, I kind of agree with both of what you're saying, but both of you guys, I think, need limitations and clarifications.
well, I don't loot,
Suede,
so I don't need any
well,
limitations
what
on my
I'm
fuel.
saying though is even for your thing, Suede, is that, yeah, you want to overfill the bar. I agree with you, but I don't agree with leaving the bar empty, like how Meow's saying. Here's what I do, and you'll understand the concept is, let's say I'm fighting Grandpa's server, and I know it's going to be like a full-blown brawl, knuckle drag out to the very last second. Like, you're going to be fighting a lot. You're going to be hitting bases, everything like that. I'm going to do what Sway does, but I'm going to overfill my bar by buying the $1, $2 fuels, and then bank that all up over the week inside the bar, and then go to the warehouse. But same thing, cost effective wise, is what Meow said. All right, yeah, I'm not gaining that fuel over time, which is slow. It really is, except for the chunks that it gives you throughout the day. I'll end up spending more fuel, more money fighting Grandpa and SVS, doing what Meowth does, because I'm not banking those really cheap buys, because you get less fuel per dollar the more fuel you buy within one day.
Okay, so the counter to that is, yes, 1 day a week you have that problem. The counter is every day of the week you have to hit a shit ton of boomers to
Yes.
make do with your alliance and your server and your what do they call it? Is
16 boomers, 240 fuel a day.
right. So like you still have to contend with that. So I would, and nobody can steal it from you. You're the only one that can steal your
This
own
is
fuel. So I would
Also,
just say pour it all into your cash instead of having it saved up in the warehouse. That's my
additional
only
80,
point.
80 fuel
Yeah.
if you for your saga and for your zombies, and then if you do the regular mobs, the creeps or whatever they call it, it's another 80 fuel per day. Once 1 week of the month.
Yeah.
If you go for the little blood coins or whatever, pretty easy to calculate.
And what I'm getting at is that I try to buy fuel the cheapest way I can, and I can walk into an SVS with like a bar with 1,200 fuel, just buying $1 and $2 a day,
Well,
like
I
leading
got
up to that. But what the game charges is you start buying fuel. The fuel goes $2 for
Mhm.
100 units. Then it goes $3 for 150 units. Then it goes $5 for 200, and then $9. Well, actually $10, $9.99. Then it's $10 for 300 units. It's like, but wait, fucking 150 units was only $2.99. Why is 300
Right.
units $10? Then it goes to 500 for $25, and
Yeah.
then after that it goes 500 for $50.
Yeah.
So
Been there, done that.
yeah, and it would have just cost me to get that same fuel if I'm that far into this, like if I'm that deep into that fight. That same fuel, if I would have just bought it throughout the week, would have been just $5 fucking.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's a disposable
Huge.
income issue. Like if you have the disposable income, you're gonna use it.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
why? But here's the thing too. Why give away? In my opinion, I guess the easiest way to say it
Exactly.
is why give away free money if you don't
Yeah.
have to.
You did.
And the
I'd
way
much
to
You
do
rather
that
just
is
buy
did
it
by
daily.
saying you were buying
Yeah.
the packs. You gave away free
Oh
money.
yeah.
Is
No,
it
no, I
like
no.
I did it
You're
once
lost.
though.
Like, all right, Grandpa, you tell us your experience with having to buy a fuckload of fuel in a day, and I want your thoughts on this.
Well, so I was against SUF1, and I decided to do 750 million points against them, and I didn't know anything about fuel management. So I burned through all my fuel, and I was like, "Well, I'm getting the 750," and yeah, I was buying them at $50 a pack. It's just ridiculous. And so after that, I swore I'd never do it again. And about that time, I saw your video, Swade, where it talked about maximizing fuel. So every single day, I buy that $1.99, $2.99.
Yeah, because that was a thing that I wrote in the very beginning of playing this, and I had them sent out in the emails, and we had a lot of good videos on those old guides, like the original ones I wrote up, and it's funny because you brought that up, and that's the reason why I looked into it, because I had the same experience
damn, you were
during
broke
an
as fuck.
SVS. Yeah, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm spending $25 on fucking fuel. What am I, dumb?
Right.
I
And
was
I'm
just
like,
saying,
wait a second, this doesn't
Grab-
make sense. And then I'm like, wait, so I'm not spending $25 for literally 500 units of fuel. How do I make this cheap as shit where fuel cost is like an afterthought? It's like, all right, well, if you just buy these little packs throughout the week that are only $2, you're going to walk into that thing with literally, according to the game, close to $100 of fuel if
Yeah,
you bought that fuel all in one day.
yeah, it doesn't sting as bad, on the pocketbook.
But here's the thing too, like even if there's some guys that I know, and what they do is they have a credit card, right? And it's not just limited to stuff like this. It's just in general. It's their lack of a better term, their play budget for the month. Once that card is maxed, they can't go and do stuff like go to the bar, play games like this and buy more stuff off of it. Like
Yeah, just
that's their
piss money away.
self-imposed limit for the month. Yeah, so I look at it like this. Some players may be like, I enjoy these games. I know that they cost money. My budget for the month is $200. Well, I don't want that guy spending $200 in a day on fuel.
Always
If
use
he
the
doesn't have
analogy.
to.
I
Yeah.
enjoy woodworking. Am I going to go buy a new tool to build a bench? Maybe, maybe not. It just costs money. All
Yeah,
your
but
hobbies
woodworking
cost money.
Yeah, but do you
I
have a
know,
lathe?
but
You
in
need a
the same
lathe.
sense, if in the same sense too, though, wouldn't you? What was I going to say? Wouldn't you rather get the most wood that you can woodwork with for $200, Wade? Like that's
No,
what I want players.
no.
What do you
That-
mean no? If woodworking is expensive, if you could get one log of wood or two logs of wood for
Well,
$100, you're gonna pick
it's-
two fucking logs.
It's
That's
not
a different point.
It's not about the
You're-
wood. It's about the tools and the know-how. Can I make do
Well-
with a skill saw, or do I need to go buy a table saw, or do I need a chop saw? Like that's
Yeah,
the
but
thing. It's a skills.
we're not talking actual woodworking though. We're using it as an analogy.
It's just the
You go
same principle apply.
using
I'm
woodworking
sorry.
using woodworking is a bit different because you will pay for different kinds of wood, but there is only one kind of fuel in the
Fuck
game.
all right, boys. Fuck the wood. It's the tools and the skill. So we have tools at our disposal in this game, right? And we
Yeah.
have
All right. Here's
skills
the easy.
at our
Okay.
disposal in our game. Do I need to go buy wood to make sure like I could go buy a piece of birch right now, or I could use a piece of pine. If I can fucking work that pine with my tools that I have already, or do I need to go buy a piece of birch and a couple of new tools to make the same bench? That's the
And
difference.
my point is let's say you decide on pine. Do you want one piece of pine for $1, or do you want 10 pieces of pine? You're going to want 10. I want to make sure that people don't buy the one piece of pine for the same price. Like, you see what I
Woodworking is
mean?
a bad analogy, but okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
You
Bad
know,
analogy.
Like, yeah. Let me
would you
100
want
pieces of
would you want
pine scraps.
would you want one pack of Newport hundreds for $10 or fucking 2 packs for $10? Everyone's gonna say 2 because Newports are
Yeah.
great. What I'm getting at is I don't want fucking guys to be going and buying single packs of Newports for $10 so they can buy 2. I want players who play these
Oh,
games to
why
be
the pack when
educated
you can
in
buy the
the
carton?
numbers and the mechanics enough that they're getting the most for what they pay for, that they're not
Agreed.
giving it away. There's
Agreed.
a guy
Don't buy the
that
pack, buy the
is
carton.
there was listen, I'm being serious. You since you mentioned that up here, the soft pack and Newports are cheap, and they're cheaper when you buy 2 soft packs, right? But when they scan it as a fucking carton of the soft packs, you don't get that discount. I literally tell them scan 10 of those and then give me a fucking carton.
Well, I wish it worked that way for my can of dip, but it doesn't. So
Well,
Just
I
say,
think it's a
sometimes
supply and demand, right? So if you're just jonesing, you got to have that pack of cigarettes, and the only pack is sold by Johnny sitting on the corner, sitting in his pocket. You're going to
you,
spend $20 on that pack of
Grandpa,
cigarettes. But if you had
Grandpa,
planned,
you just made the best point ever, and I'm sorry for interrupting you.
yeah,
The game
no, he's not.
charges you more for no. Think of this. The game charges you more and you get less, but you get charged more. The discounts go down as you buy more because they have intentionally set in there. If you're going to buy all this in a day, you must really need it. So we're going to charge you more for it. Or if you're buying it throughout the
exactly.
week. And I noticed this
Supply and demand.
Mythic event is a very good example. And I just want to point this out quick on it is where the hell is it? Is it has the flips, right? And you get 100 with a daily limit of 3. But then they'll give you a weekly limit of 10 extra. They only give you 70 flips for 100
Right.
and not 100. So they're literally like whacking you if you're trying to go really hard in 1 week.
Yeah, it's like I want the mythic today. So for me to get the mythic today, I've got to lose 20% of what I would gain if I bought it out over multiple days. But because I want it today, then you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to pay more for less, which means you got to pay even more to gain that same amount. Absolutely. It's all based on that way. I mean, if you look at all the events, you can buy the $9.99, the $4.99, the $19.99, but once you hit the max $99.99, then they're willing to give it to you, but you're going to pay. The pack shop's a perfect example, right? I mean, you get 80 wrenches for $100, but in normal days you can get 110 to 120 wrenches for $100. But you can go and you can buy 50 packs of 80. So you can get 4,500 wrenches in one day. And you can get your Destroyer EX in about 5 days by buying the pack shop.
That's why I'm always really big on if you're going to buy stuff, especially in this game.
So there we are. We chimed in on Gamer Grandpa's live stream and just shot the shit with him. Good times while he was playing his game. He's in his server 271, not the S15, with the big boys currently. But Still fun. We had a couple other folks join in, Meowth and Johnny and Master Asia again. It's the same folks almost anytime we do this because they're the only ones brave enough to join. Like I said, guys, I leave this wide open and you're more than welcome to join, say your piece, ask your questions. It's just some of you guys are shy, and I get that. YouTube's not for everybody. But with that said, y'all check out the description. I have links in there that are helpful. My Discord, Moo-topup. Come on. You guys have to enjoy this. And I do free giveaways in the Discord, and I send you guys discounts on the products that I review. So if you're not already subscribed and you're not liking the videos, that's not on me, bro. I love you guys, but you got to do your part, and your part's free. My part's not. It helps out the channel. Come on, man. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you. Have a good one.